Hey everyone, and welcome to day 23 of my horror movie review marathon, and I've got your Wishmaster movie review. So as far as the story goes, this horror fantasy film is directed by Robert Kurtzman and produced by Wes Craven, one of my favorite directors of all time, especially in the horror genre, and it also came out in 1997, where it opens to something that feels like this seemingly ancient time, but yet right away, clearly the ancients didn't last long, especially after they made this ill-fated wish that caused them all to, have something go wrong. Got this genie who was literally wreaking havoc on everybody, and everybody's running and it's frantic, and it's just kind of ridiculous, to be honest. I mean, especially when there is this gem, which is basically the equivalent of a genie's lamp, and it is found, years later, where it appears again, and at first, I was trying to be open-minded about this movie. I don't know what really drew me to want to see this. Right away, I was just drawn to this antagonist of the movie. Especially with a concept like this, it was going to be decent, but man, I was not liking the direction this movie was going in, especially just throughout. And there's this accident that happens which leads to this gem being found. This is where you see this genie come back. That's literally what happens, and then you just can't make a wish, otherwise something is bound to go wrong. So, but obviously people just do not listen. So, as far as the casting goes, I only wanted to see this movie for two horror icons, Robert Englund and Tony Todd, Freddy Krueger, and Candyman, respectively. And I'm not saying that they were terrible in this movie. I mean, they had to deal with this really atrocious script, and I just really wasn't paying attention much to what they were saying, to be honest, but I mean, can't blame them. But then the actor who played the Jinn, or the antagonist of the movie, Andrew Divoff, he was also seen in human form too, so I don't know, I didn't really care for him too much in either way. So I was a little bit, disappointed about that, but I'm not too surprised. Tammy Lauren, who also didn't really do much for me as a viewer, especially when she was screaming wildly half the time. I just really thought the acting was over the top and almost comical at times, and this was not meant to be a comedy, but I guess being so long ago, people are gonna just not take this movie too seriously. So the things that I liked about this movie was that while the look of the Jinn was kind of creepy to look at, I feel like I had seen this sort of makeup being done to movie monsters before, so that was the only thing that just really impressed me about it, and nothing too scary or horrifying about this movie, especially for the horror genre. The things that I didn't really like about this movie was that it was boring as hell. I literally got bored probably halfway through the movie. It felt so dumb. Like, the concept was decent, but it was just, like, dumb. I was confused with which direction it really wanted to go, because I felt like they were juggling between all of these different things that I just found to be really annoying, and the third act alone was laughable, and not in a good way. And some of the incidents that were happening were just so outlandish. I literally couldn't take watching this movie any longer. So overall, I would say that I really wish that this movie would come to an end, but unfortunately it's got like 3 other sequels, so obviously people like to see more of this character, but quite frankly I am not one of them, so I cannot recommend seeing this movie at all. I think it does not stand the test of time. So I would give this a half heart on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Wishmaster, and come back tomorrow for day 24 of my horror movie review marathon. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates. Come back every week for a Trial Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later.